Hey, lovelies. I've just in the midst of a workout. I just stepped out into the beautiful morning to do some housing stuff. And I wanted to talk specifically about this. I had a couple of comments this week just around about in relation to a mother's role, a woman's role too. You can extend it out as well. And this ideology that women, mothers, need to place everybody else, particularly their children, before themselves. And this idea that when you are married and you have children, I'm not married anymore, thank whoever, but I'm not married, that you need to play, that you're kind of redundant. You have served your purpose and your life doesn't start until your children are grown. And I'm calling BS on that. I am so frustrated about this concept that women, once they're sharing, they've got the house, they've got the relationship, they've got the kids, all that kind of stuff, that they have to place themselves last. There's an expectation that their life now is over. And I think even internally, the messages are really aligned with that. And I want to say really clearly that this is colonization. This is patriarchy. This is the internal misogyny and the misogyny in the culture, the death parent culture, that tells women that they are here to serve the culture, that they are here to serve the community, they are here to serve their relationships, their children, and not themselves. And this is where colonization comes into play here, because what it's doing is it's cutting us off from who we are. It requires familial, ancestrally, culturally, it requires us to fit into the narrative and the ideology of what the system sets and what the system idealizes, runs it through media, through movies, through every possible source of what this idealized woman and this idealized way in which we need to move in this space as women, as mothers, as partnered or not. And what this does is this literally kneecaps us from our power. This literally annihilates our power as women. It literally makes us a slave and quite redundant in a system that really see these kind of productive ways and this way of manipulation and being as a woman as the primary focus. We are commodities and we are being used in a way that not just destabilizes our own sense of self or completely cuts us off from our own innate nature, but also is destabilizing communities, destabilizing families, destabilizing the culture. And the system is rocky. The system is falling. The system has cracks in it, quite large ravines that are being revealed, getting deeper in day with all the fuckery in the world. And we as women, this is where they get us. This is what we're indoctrinated into, that we need to be subservient, that we need to serve, that we need to be last, that our life has stopped. When we become of age and when we're in certain contexts, that our life, that's it for us. And I just want to call BS. I want to call BS on this, because the very nature of a woman and the way she lives and the way she moves is in placing her needs, like the most vital and healthy and most wondrous of expressions is when she places herself first, when she places her needs primary, not at the exclusion of everybody else, but her needs are primary. And she doesn't lose her sense of self because she's mothering or because she's now married or because she's got a mortgage, that she retains and maintains that connection always to her innateness. And what they don't want that, the system doesn't want that, because a woman feeling guilty for placing her needs above her children, or for leaving that violent relationship, or for having that day off, or taking time for herself, that woman who's in overwhelm because she's doing it all for everybody but her own self, the woman that feels overburdened because of the constant berating that she gets from community, from family, from society, from her relationship, that she's not doing enough, not being enough, and not fitting that idealized way, that is the stuff that's keeping you bound. That's keeping us bound. That's keeping us small. That is keeping us completely exiled from our own power. And That's what they want, because then everyone's like, the people are running rampant. The systems are running rampant. The oppressors are running rampant because we're so busy in our own guilt and overburden and overwhelm and working out what's this rift that's inside of me and why do I feel like so shit all the time? I'm doing everything, I'm being everything, and it's still not enough, because it will never be enough. And that's the point. That's what they want you to be. They want you to be in connection with that sense of, I'm not enough. I feel shit. I should have done better. They want you in this critic. They want you in this death parent narrative. Because when you're not, when you are embodied, when you are rooted in your innate nature, when you are placing your needs first, when you haven't given every part of yourself to your children, to your partner, to your family, to your community, when you have given to yourself first and you are reserved and full and then given from others, then you are a revolution. You are power. And in the power, there is collectively, when we're all like, if you have one woman who's in her power, she's a danger. She's dangerous. When you have a collection of women, a group of women in their power, that's a revolution. And that's what they don't want. They don't want the revolution. That revolution can topple systems of oppression and violence, can change the whole fucking narrative, the whole trajectory of the culture. Everything can shift on its axis when you have a group, many women who are in their body, embodied, and dangerous on their own, and together a fucking revolution. I say, I'm in the business of revolution. Let's body up. Let's get in the body. Let's deal with all the binaries. Let's melt all the edges, and let's become the fucking thing that they're most afraid of.